The process begins with surface preparation. It's important to prepare the surface for the coating that's going to make the line stripe. This machine prepares the surface by removing any of the dirt or dust that's on top of it, as well as any sealers, and also profiles it. This is what helps the coating to stick to the floor so that under heavy traffic, it's much less likely to delaminate as a result. The process is done dust-free and is self-contained. That means the business that takes place around it is not interrupted by the procedure. After this is finished, any stray shot is picked up by magnet sweeper, and then the surface is vacuumed by wand to remove any other dust that might be present before the taping can begin. The area is wiped down with solvent so that when the tape is placed, it has a good bond so there's no leaks. After this, the measurement and the placement of the tape is done to make sure that the line stripe placement is precise and to the owner's spec. And then the edges of the tape are sealed. Two coats of tape are used to make sure that the striping does not leak through the tape. Being mixed is a two-part high-performance epoxy. This is a material made for this application. It's going to be able to withstand traffic and not be affected by the abrasion that's likely to take place in this factory. The epoxy is applied by paint roller. The amount of material that's applied is specific to this particular product for a certain amount of build that needs to take place, and then a second coat will be applied once this has tacked up to give it extra durability. Once the coating has dried enough, the tape is pulled. The final result is an opaque line stripe that is attached to the concrete because of the proper surface preparation, and within about a day will be ready for traffic. A high quality, durable line stripe. After the new line stripe has had time to cure, the shot blasting machine is brought back to remove the old stripe. Because of safety requirements, it was not possible to remove the stripe and have no stripe in its place. So the first one had to be placed, allowed to cure, and then the same machine that prepared for the new stripe is removing the old. As before, the machine is self-contained. It is able to do the removal of that old stripe as well as the surface of the concrete completely dust-free and self-contained. The only disruption to the business would be the power supply and the vacuum hose. But other than that, once the blasting is done, the floor will have a clean area that in time should wear and start to blend. But the machine in this regard is just being used for the removal of that old stripe.